If I lost everything today and had to start from completely zero, there's one platform I'd use to get clients again. And it's not LinkedIn, it's not cold email, it's not ads, it's Reddit. No one's talking about it, but Reddit is an absolute goldmine if you know how to actually use it. This is something I've done myself multiple times, and I can tell you guys that it actually works. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to use Reddit to get clients even while you're asleep. But before I get into that, here's proof that this actually works. One of my posts got over 2.1 million views, which generated me hundreds of leads for my businesses. And another post that I made got 118,000 views, also generated me leads, and I also closed a client for $4,000 right after I made that post. Reddit works because it's built on conversations and not content. You don't need to grow followers, you don't need to post every day, and you definitely don't need to make it look pretty. All you need is one post in the right subreddit, speaking to the right people, and it'll work for you while you sleep. So it's basically inbound lead gen, but it's free, and the intent is way higher than cold outreach or ads. But the only problem is you have to do it right, and most people don't. So today I'm going to show you the exact strategy breakdown of how I'm currently getting 100 leads every single month while I sleep. Here's how I've done it and how you can do the same exact thing even if no one knows who you are. Let's say, for example, I'm targeting SaaS founders. I would go to the SaaS subreddit, which is where they would hang out. I sort the subreddit by top posts, then filter by last 7 days. I think you guys know kind of where I'm going with this, but pretty much this gives me a list of posts that already blew up this week. So I know exactly what type of content the subreddit likes. Then I pick a strong post, and for me, that's a lot of comments, upvotes, and a real discussion below the post. I take that post and I drop it into ChatGPT. I ask it to rewrite the post with a slightly different angle, something still helpful, still authentic, but now it's aligned with something that I sell. And I don't pitch anything in the post. I don't mention my product. I just write it in a way where the right person is going to comment. Because here's the key. The comments are where the pitch happens. So I post it and then I leave it for 24 hours with no links, no weird CTA, just straight value. And I let the post do its thing. Usually by the next day, I'll have a bunch of people replying to the post. Some are curious, some are asking different questions, and some are literally writing their pain points in detail. And that's when I go in and I reply to the ones that actually make sense. And I look for the most relevant and positive comments, and I don't really reply to the negative ones. I don't reply with a sales pitch. I just reply offering help, saying something like, hey, I actually work with SaaS founders on this exact problem. Want me to take a quick look? Nothing pushy, no pressure. And if they're interested, they'll actually ask. And if not, no problem. The post is still out there getting views and comments for days. Now, let's say you don't want to copy a viral post from the subreddit. That's totally fine. I get it. And you just want to write your own from scratch. That works too. And I've done it plenty of times, pulling in a lot of good results. But here's how I usually do it. First, I figure out who I want to reach. Right now, I'm running a new agency offer helping SaaS companies build out email nurturing systems so they can convert more free trials, increase LTV, and reduce churn. That's the service pretty much. So my ideal client is a SaaS founder who's already getting traffic and users, but their email setup is weak or they're not doing any email nurturing at all. And once I know that, I think, what kind of post would speak to that person on Reddit? Then I go to ChatGPT and I give it a prompt like, write a Reddit post for SaaS founders who get a lot of trials but aren't converting them. Provide 10x the value, don't sound like a sales pitch, use a grade 6 reading level, and remove em dashes and replace them with commas instead. And this gives me a starting point. I tweak the tone, make it sound more like me, and then I post it. Now, the one I'm showing on screen right now was a case study. We helped Liskit go from 1 mil to 6 mil ARR using the exact email nurturing system I just mentioned. In the post, I broke down the approach we used and how it worked, and at the end, I actually linked a free resource doc. It wasn't a pitch, it was a free guide on how to improve trial conversions, retention, and LTV in 30 days using email. And that's what made it work. It was real, it was helpful, and the link actually felt natural. And once the comments started rolling in, I replied to the ones that made sense. I offered to help, asked about their setup, and that's how a few of them actually turned to a few leads for my business. So yeah, if you've got a result already or something valuable to share, then definitely build a post around that. You don't need to be clever or loud, you just need to make it relevant and actually valuable to the people reading it in your niche. If you want this to work long term, here are a few things that matter. First, don't write like a marketer. If your post feels like an ad, Reddit will delete it, or the spam filters will just bury it, and you'll get ignored, or even worse, you'll get roasted. So you want to write like a normal human being, and you want to talk like you're in the trenches with the user, not above them. So what I mean is, don't act like you're better than all of them. Act normal, act human, and actually just be a part of their conversation. Second, focus on conversations, not conversions. You're not trying to close in the post. You're trying to spark real replies. The leads come later in the comments or in DMs. So you want to let the post do all the heavy lifting. Third, you want to give something away. Not a sales pitch, not a limited time offer for business. You want to actually give away a free resource, a tip, or even a breakdown in your post. And if you do one of those three things, people will respect that and it builds trust fast. And if you really want to scale this up, then use more than one Reddit account, but be sure to actually warm them up, engage in other posts, then post your own value pieces across different subreddits. But don't skip any steps, because one good post done right is better than 5 spammy ones that get removed. And if you couldn't already tell, this is a long game, but when it works better than anything else. Now, if you want to take this Reddit strategy even further, or just make it easier to manage, I built a tool called Redflow. It's a Reddit growth tool built for founders, marketers, and creators who actually want results on the platform. Redflow helps you find the best niche subreddits for your audience, track high performing posts. 3, it lets you write and generate Reddit posts that are optimized for engagement. And last but not least, it automates your comment replies to keep conversations going. It's designed to save you time, help you stay consistent, and make sure your posts actually reach the right people. And right now it's in beta, so it's completely free to use. So just click the first link in the description to get free access. If this video gave you a new way to think about getting clients, then give it a like. And if you want more videos with real growth strategies that actually work, then hit the subscribe button. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.